David Pastrnak, drafted in the first round, 25th overall to the 2014 Boston Bruins, is 24 years old going into this career simulation. Where will that career head? We will find out in Pasternak's career simulation starting in year number 1. Alright, pre-year 1 of the David Pastrnak career simulation. He is 24 years old. This is the middle of year number 1. I actually completely forgot to do it. So, in pre-year 1, he puts up 95 points in a shortened 70-game season, 48 goals and 47 assists. For obviously that 95 points, a plus 21. I don't remember him putting up 95 points, but we'll just go with it. 91 overall, first line forward for the Boston Bruins, and he has 2 years left on a $6.66 million contract. And we will get this career simulation underway starting in year number 1. Year number 1 of the David Pastrnak career simulation. He is 25 years old, 59 games played, 24 goals and 33 assists for 57 points. Still a plus 5. He goes up to a 92 overall from 91 in pre-year 1. And he started a 2-year contract because I was in the middle of year 1 when I did that. The Boston Bruins missed the playoffs this year. They finished 4th in the Atlantic Division, 39, 35, and 8 for 86 points, right there with my Buffalo Sabres. The Pittsburgh Penguins are your Stanley Cup champions over the Calgary Flames. Speaking about the Calgary Flames, I was actually about to do Matthew Tkachuk. But I wanted to do Pastrnak because we haven't had any other color other than red and white or blue and black or whatever in a career simulation. Penguins are your Stanley Cup champions. Flames get the President's Trophy. As Flames Penguins in the finals. Anything going to David Pastrnak this year? Doubt it because he didn't play the entire season. Ovechkin taking home a lot of stuff though. I don't know why. But we will see you in year number 2. Even though Pastrnak played a shortened season, that does not mean it's going to be a fail. Oh, that's why. Ovechkin comes out with 71 goals. Oh my god. Alright, anyway, we will see you in year number 2. Year number 2 of the David Pastrnak career simulation. Now 26 years old. Still doesn't play the full 82-game season. He does play 72 games though. 26 goals and 44 assists for 70 points. Still a plus 4 though, and still a 92 overall. And the final year and that $6.66 million contract. Boston Bruins missed the playoffs. They finished 6th in the Atlantic Division, going 41, 35, and 6 for 88 points. I almost said 88, 35, and 6 because, I don't know. New Jersey are your Stanley Cup champions. If you want to look at the bracket, be my guest. Boston didn't make it, so it really does not matter who wins. Devils are your Stanley Cup champions. Stars get the President's Trophy. It is Avalanche and Devils in the Stanley Cup final. Anything going this year does not look like it to David Pastrnak. So, once again, nothing going to Pastrnak. Hopefully, in the next 14 years of his career simulation, or around 14 years, he does get something else. But we will see you in year number 3. Year number 3 of the David Pastrnak career simulation. Now he's 27 years old. He does re-sign with the Boston Bruins. 81 games played. Just could not play that full season. 19 goals, 55 assists for 74 points. A plus 11. But he does go down to a 91 overall, and he signs a 2-year, $9.7 million contract. So he got a pay raise for a couple of years. Boston finished 1st in the Atlantic Division, 47, 31, and 4 for 98 points. And the Florida Panthers are your Stanley Cup champions. Boston then swept out of the first round by the Philadelphia Flyers. In the finals, it is Panthers Blackhawks. Obviously, the Panthers won the Cup. Capitals get the President's Trophy. Anything going to David Pastrnak this year? And no sirree. Ovechkin takes home a couple more trophies, but they also won the President's Trophy, so I'm not surprised. We will see you in year number 4. Hopefully he can get a couple trophies before our career simulation ends again. Year number 4 of the David Pastrnak career simulation. Now 28 years old, plays 80 games this year, 24 goals and 48 assists for 72 points, a minus 19. I don't know how he's a minus 19. 91 overall still, and the final year on that short $9.7 million contract. The Boston Bruins missed the playoffs this year, finishing 5th in the Atlantic Division, just barely behind Ottawa Senators, 44, 34, and 4 for 92 points. Anyway, the New York Rangers are your Stanley Cup champions. Boston obviously didn't make the playoffs, so if you want to look through the entire thing, you can. Avalanche went to the Stanley Cup final back-to-back years, but they just can't come out with it. I don't know, it was Blackhawks Panthers last year. I don't remember even doing it. Rangers are your Stanley Cup champion. Whatever. Lightning are your President's Trophy winners. Avalanche Rangers in the finals. Anything going this year does not look like it to Mr. David Pastrnak. Brad Marchand takes on a couple things because he's on the Boston Bruins, so I do have to say something about that. But yeah, nothing going this year. Alexis Lafreniere already is a Stanley Cup champion. I was going to do Lafreniere, but I can never get the Rangers to get the first overall, and I don't want to trade a whole bunch of people to do it. So anyway, we will see you in year number 5. Maybe David Pastrnak can break through in his career right now. Year number 5 of the David Pastrnak career simulation. Pasta plays 74 games this year, 24 goals and 56 assists for 80 points. Pretty decent. Negative. Minus 16 somehow. He just bumped up to a 93 overall and signs a 7-year, $10 million contract with the Boston Bruins. Speaking about the Boston Bruins, they made the playoffs. They finished 3rd in the Atlantic Division, 45-30-7 for 97 points. Good year for Boston. They do not make it that far into the playoffs because they are eliminated, shocker, by the Stanley Cup champion Tampa Bay Lightning in the first round in 7 games. Lightning are the champions. Blackhawks are the President's Trophy winners. It is Avalanche Lightning. Look at that. The Avalanche have made their Stanley Cup final 3 times in the last 5 years and have fallen every single time. Anyway, anything going to David Pastrnak this year does not look like it. And hopefully if he don't get shut out this year, I think he'll win something later in his career. He's 29, but this might be a kind of a short career simulation. I'm not sure. I'm using the Buffalo Sabres just because I don't have to go that far to look at Boston, obviously. But we will see you in year number 6, and you never know, we could put up a 130-point season. Well, it wasn't what I said in the last clip, but it was a pretty good year. Year number 6. David Pastrnak, now 30 years old, plays an 82-game season, 42 goals and 64 assists for 106 points, plus 36. He's still at a 93 overall, and obviously 6 years left on that whatever contract. Boston finishes 4th in the Atlantic Division, 46-30-6 for 98 points. And back-to-back champions, the Tampa Bay Lightning over Vancouver Canucks. Boston eliminated in round number 1 to the New York Rangers. So it looks like we're about to hit the dynasty phase of the Tampa Bay Lightning, as the Maple Leafs get the President's Trophy as Canucks Lightning in the finals. Anything going to David Pastrnak this year? And it does not look like Nathan MacKinnon. Just a destructive year. And since we are pretty close to Colorado here, let's go see anyway. Even though it has nothing to do with Colorado, but... Oh my god! What? This is like my actual reaction to this. I didn't see this. 64 goals and 69 nice points. McKinnon, Ranton, and Landeskog all combined for 367 points? Oh my god! Anyway, well, we'll go to year 7, but Nathan Mack... Oh my god. Year number 7. The David Pastrnak career simulation. Now 31 years old. Plays the full 82-game season, but he puts up 37 goals and 40 assists for 77 points. Plus minus 0, so nothing really good or bad about that. Boston misses the playoffs. They kind of fall off a cliff this year. 39-37-6 for 7th in the Atlantic Division with 84 points, but Florida takes the cake on that with only 72. The Toronto Maple Leafs are your Stanley Cup champions. If you want to look through the bracket, be my guest. Avalanche went all the way to the finals. I wonder if Nathan MacKinnon scored 100,000 points this year. Maple Leafs are your Stanley Cup champions. They also get the President's Trophy. Avalanche again make it to the final, but fall short. Takes home the Art Ross and the Hart. And the Lady Bing. Anything going this year to David Pastrnak does not look like it. Did he put up another 133-point season? Just because of last year, we have to look. No, only 101. Well, I don't know. The Avalanche just exploded last year. I never got to look at how many points they actually had in the standings. But anyway, we will see you in year number 8 of the David Pastrnak simulation. And you never know, maybe he'll finally take home a trophy. Year number 8. David Pastrnak, now 32 years old. It's really weird. I'm going to say something that's really weird in a second. And I'll tell you why it's weird when I get to it. 77 games played, he goes exactly a point per game, 39 goals and 30 assists for 77 points. Drops to 91 overall, though, 4 years left on a $10 million contract. What I find really weird is that the Bruins took home the conference. And did he take home President's Trophy? No, the Vegas Golden Knights did. But they finished 4th in the entire league, and they took home the entire Eastern Conference, and the top scorer had 77 points. The New Jersey Devils are your Stanley Cup champions over the LA Kings, so a rematch of 2012. Boston eliminated in round number 1 to the Tampa Bay Lightning. Anyway, Devils are your champions. Golden Knights get the President's Trophy. It's Kings and Devils in the finals. Nathan MacKinnon taking up a whole bunch of stuff, but nothing this year, going to David Pastrnak. And I doubt that McKinnon had another good year. I don't know. It's slowly turning into a Nathan MacKinnon career simulation. But that 133-point season or whatever he had was insane. But anyway, we will see you in year number 9. And he, as David Pastrnak, still has not won a single trophy. All I got to say about this season is just 4 words. Wow, what a comeback. But let's get into this and I'll explain why. This is year number 9. David Pastrnak, now 33 years old. 82 games played, he only puts up 73 points, 29 goals, and 44 assists. He's a -4. He does drop to an 88 overall, and 3 years on a $10 million contract. I want to say one thing about that. One reason why I'm saying this is Boston was last in the entire Atlantic Division. They were really bad. They came back, finished the playoffs 40, 36, and 6 for 86 points, and they're your Stanley Cup champions. What a comeback. Boston destroys in the playoffs, of course, in a Game 7 against the Maple Leafs, then Game 7 against the Hurricanes, sweeping Philly and sweeping Edmonton for David Pastrnak's first Stanley Cup. He is finally a Stanley Cup champion. We will not get shut out. This is the first time in forever, not kind of 99 overall player, that we actually had a person win a trophy. Jeez. Did he win the Calder? Not the Calder. Conn Smythe. Ryan Donato gets a Conn Smythe. But actually nothing going to David Pastrnak other than he'll be etched into history as the Boston Bruins are your Stanley Cup champions. This will be a year number 10 coming up. He'll be 34 years old. He is falling off a cliff. He is getting old and old and old. So this actually might be a really quick career simulation. I said on Twitter it's going to be either Andrei Svechnikov, a.k.a. Mr. Svechnikov. I can't say it. I don't know how Martinic says that. But it's either Svechnikov, or it's going to be one of the Kachucks. I'm not sure. We will see you in year number 10. Year number 10 of the David Pastrnak career simulation. He is now 34 years old, plays the full 82-game season, only puts up 20 goals and 37 assists for 57 points. He is a -8 and a whole 2 penalty minutes this year. He's now an 85 overall, second line forward, so top 6 exact. 2 years left on a $10 million contract. Will not be surprised if he retires to the end of that contract. But Boston misses the playoffs this year. That really weak division, to be honest. Now that I look at it, they finished 4th in the Atlantic Division, 37, 40, and 5 for only 79 points. They finished, Detroit finished last. They went 24-50. The Bruins weren't even close. I'm not even going to look to it. They did not make the playoffs. The Seattle Kraken are your Stanley Cup champions. I should have used the whale thing, but I didn't. I used a ship because that's the closest I can think to Kraken, even though there's a narwhal. I don't know. If you want to look at the bracket, be my guest. Nothing probably going to David Pastrnak. I don't even know if I should look. Kraken are your champions over the New York Rangers, and the Toronto Maple Leafs take home whatever that trophy is. It wasn't a trophy. Nathan MacKinnon taking home a whole bunch of stuff again, but nothing going to David Pastrnak other than that one Stanley Cup. We are going into year number 11. And Nathan MacKinnon, now 34 years old, he's still tearing up the league at 120 points. But it doesn't matter. We will see you in year number 11. Maybe David Pastrnak can squeeze out one more good year before his retirement. Year number 11. David Pastrnak, now 35 years old. He's getting up there. Doesn't play the 82-game season this year. He plays 81 games. 19 goals and 53 assists for 72 points. He is a +5. He's still an 85 overall. This is the final year of that $10 million contract with the Boston Bruins. I'm going to run right back to the Sabres for some reason. Boston finished the playoffs. Made the playoffs, I meant to say. 43, 35, and 4 for 90 points for 3rd in the Atlantic Division. It was really close, too, because they almost didn't make it. Boston was eliminated in round number 2 to, guess who? The eventual Stanley Cup champions, the Columbus Blue Jackets, in 6 games. Anyways, you go over to this. The Stanley Cup is the Blue Jackets. Ducks are President's Trophy winners. Avalanche and Blue Jackets are in the finals. Anything going to David Pastrnak this year? Once again, nothing but, again, Nathan MacKinnon just tearing up. I'm telling you, this is like a David Pastrnak, Nathan MacKinnon career simulation because he's been amazing. Why can't we have this when I do Nathan MacKinnon's career simulation? He just crashes when he's 35. Anyway, we will see you either in year number 12 or the retirement or the outro. More the outro. I'm not doing retirement. I just look, and if he does retire, I write down the points and I go right to the outro. Speaking about the outro, I haven't even recorded the intro yet. Anyway, we'll see you in year number 12 or the outro, whichever comes first. Year number 12. David Pastrnak decides to sign with the Seattle Kraken. He puts up 96 points in 82 games, 29 goals, and 67 assists. He is a plus 23. He does drop to an 82 overall, and he signs a 2-year, $7.6 million contract. I went over to Boston just in case he did re-sign with them. He didn't, but Nathan MacKinnon did, and they took home the conference. Anyway, we go to the Pacific Division because Seattle missed the playoffs 37-5 for 85 points in 82 games, obviously, because they're the team. Pittsburgh is your Stanley Cup champions. If you want to look through the bracket, be my guest. But Seattle didn't make the playoffs, so it does not matter. Penguins are your champions. Bruins are your President's Trophy winners. It is Jets Bruins in the finals. Anything going to David Pastrnak this year. And shocker, no sir. Jesper Kotkaniemi took home a lot of stuff, though. He took home the Art Ross. I think that's what it is. I'm pretty sure it's Art Ross. Yes, he took him to Art Ross. 127 points. He put up 94 assists. But is this the end of the David Pastrnak career simulation? I doubt it. I think I have a couple more years left in him. We will see you in year number 13 or the outro, but more than likely year number 13. Year number 13 of a David Pastrnak career simulation. Now, he's 37 years old. I have a feeling this is going to be his last year, and we're going to go into the outro. I don't know why, because he puts up 69, third and last, points in 82 games, 32 goals, and 37 assists. He's a -7, and this is the reason why he drops to 79 overall. So I would be really surprised if he goes another year in his contract or in his career. The Seattle Kraken made the playoffs to finish 4th in the Pacific Division, 42, 34, and 90 points. The Kings took home the conference. They probably took home the President's Trophy, 59, 20, and 3. They're also your Stanley Cup champions this year in year 13. The Seattle Kraken eliminated in round of 1 to the Minnesota Wild. And the Wild only made it to the conference final, which they were eliminated by the LA Kings. Kings are your champions. They get basically everything other than the East, because they're not in the East. Canadians get the East. And anything going to Mr. David Pastrnak this year? No, sir. But it was technically not a shutout. He at least got 1 trophy this year because of that Stanley Cup. He didn't get a personal trophy, but he did get a trophy. That's a lot for years taking off, though. Jesper Kotkaniemi, that might be a future career simulation. I'm not sure who's next, though. Probably a Kachuk. Oh, no, Mr. Svechnikov is going to be next. I will say that now. We will see you in either year number 14 or the outro, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be the outro. Well, decent career for David Pastrnak. In 1,406 games played, he puts up 544 goals, 815 assists for 1,359 points. In that entire career, he takes on 1 Stanley Cup. That was in 2029. And he had a really long career with Boston Bruins and the Seattle Kraken. So that's another career simulation. Next one is going to be Andrei Svechnikov, or as Jordan Martin calls him, Mr. Svechnikov. And that will be next. I don't know when it will be, but I want to get this one done as soon as possible. If you liked it, please like and subscribe. I will see you in the next one. SWYA.